Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Corey Feinsod
Yo.
and Tony Kokonakis.
Hey.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers. We are live on Twitch Tuesday nights, starting at 8 o'clock. We are live right now, and I got notified. You know how I got notified? Because I subscribed.
There you go.
If you miss these live broadcasts, if you're not available, you can always pop over to YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe there too. That way, you get notified when we post. You can check out all of our content over there, the past episodes if you'd like. Had some great conversations previously on there. Mike is at a ball game tonight, so he's not going to be joining us. And good luck to his team. It's playoff baseball. So, and rolling into that, I'll tell you guys what we've been up to. It's been a busy week for me. A lot of baseball playoff stuff, so not a lot watched. But the Penguin I did watch 2 weeks worth now. Still a great show. This episode is probably one of the best ones. I mean, this is fantastic. It's getting rave reviews online.
You watched?
4. This is episode 4. It's getting rave reviews, and it deserves it. It's a fantastic episode. This season, I like it. I think this has been very good. Like this one got more Batman-esque, like in terms of it had a lot of Arkham stuff with it. So it's definitely had more
in the Batman universe.
Yeah, that one is. Yeah, that's what this is all about. Yeah. Well, it better be because that's what
no,
it's all about.
I'm asking. Like, I don't remember it being talked about in the Batman.
They mentioned it. They
did?
Because that's where the Riddler ended up. At the end of the movie, he ended up in Arkham.
No. Yeah, I mean,
the Joker.
Yeah, are we talking about like Arkham the Insane Asylum, or is it just Arkham? It is.
Yeah,
Arkham
Asylum. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I
missed that. I mean, I only saw it once, so
They had introduced some lesser Batman villains and in there, and it was cool to have this episode unfold for it. So it was good. Like I said, I'm enjoying that quite a bit, and I think that's really of note, like show-wise or even movie-wise. I'm trying to think if I saw anything that's worth discussing. I don't think so. I'm on a John Candy kick. You guys, I don't know what it is.
Oh, John Candy, great.
Yeah. I know, like I just got that, like, you know what, Uncle Buck came up on my feed, and I was like, well, you guys got me, and then I watched that one, and I watched Spaceballs.
I still think my favorite one is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Yeah.
I'm saving that one. I'm going to keep going because I want November.
Yeah,
I want November.
It's one of the few
Thanksgiving
movies,
movie, right?
Yeah,
I was gonna say it's hard to find a Thanksgiving movie, but that's one of them.
That's it. Yeah,
and that was an inspiration for.
That was great.
For Deadpool Wolverine, wasn't it? No, not that one. What was one? There was John Candy movie. I thought there was an inspiration for that movie.
It might be that. That makes sense, and it's a buddy cop. It's a buddy cop. It's a buddy movie where they're riding.
Yeah, I can see that because, like, I mean, they're kind of at odds for most of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they are. Yeah, they hate each other. Well, they don't hate each other. I mean, John Candy's character likes obviously Steve Martin's character, but I watched that one. And what is Who's Harry Crumb? Who's Harry Crumb? That's what I watched. So yeah, but I'm saving Planes, Trains. Great. That's like one of my favorites. It's great outdoors. I'm gonna watch too. I'm like on that kick. Yeah, so, great movies. Good. So that's it for me, though. Corey, what about you?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Obviously, a sports fan, so a lot of sports stuff going on. We had 6 sports teams, New York teams play yesterday.
Yeah,
crazy.
How many did they win?
They had a New York sweep, but
5 of them, except for the Jets. I was at the Jets game last night. It was unfortunate.
Really? Wow, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were. I'm sorry. Not to talk sports on the podcast, but
because they posted it on like this big screen when I was at the stadium. They posted they were like, "Hey, the Yankees, the Mets, the Devils, the Islanders, the Rangers, all won." And then when the Buffalo Bills was like, "Well, technically, all the New York teams did win."
Yeah, Buffalo is New York, but it's pretty much Montreal.
But yeah, we're talking tri-state. Like, I mean, Toronto. New York's like Buffalo's Canada essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's basically sports stuff right now. Been playing more.
Cool. I can't wait to talk about some stuff on the games. Tony?
Not too much. I finished up Batman Beyond.
Okay.
It ended really weird.
One of those things you go back and you're like, wait, this is how I don't remember.
Yeah, like the last episode is him just talking to Max about one time when he was like, I guess his year 1 or whatever, like he showed off his identity to some little kid that was scared of him in the Batman costume. And it's a flashback story about, oh yeah, this is crazy. And it's like, this is the final, like the finale? Like this is weird.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because the third season, which was the last one, had some really good 2-part episodes. They had one where it was actually the future Justice League, which was actually really cool. Because
that was a good one. I remember that.
Yeah, it was Superman and then Warhawk and whatever. And there was another 2-parter with something else, but that was also really good. And I was like, wow, this is nice. And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we're gonna end on like a kitty-centric episode. I'm like, that's unfortunate. And then other than that, I started the Tomb Raider Netflix animated series.
Yeah.
And I'm only an episode and a half in, but it's good enough. I guess it continues the reboot Tomb Raider continuity.
I should totally check this out. This is like right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah,
because I enjoyed those games, except for the last one. But
yeah. And what's her name? Haley
Atwell.
Yeah, she does a great job. I mean, kind of like perfect casting for Lara. Like absolutely 100%. So yeah, and 20-minute episodes, so it's not like a commitment to watch or anything like that. Good. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. All right, guys, do you guys want to go to the box office and discuss the train wreck that occurred? Joker had to be the #1 movie the second week, right? Had to be, right?
No, totally.
Yeah,
with all the hype that it got.
Yeah. Joker 2 has set records and not good ones. 81% drop in its second week. It is bombed.
The
7
worst
million brought in.
Superhero branded whatever.
Yeah, worst
box office drop off.
Yeah, worst drop off for that of all time. So
worst cinema score and worst drop off.
Yeah, and it's not even like it was like, oh, this did 80 million and now it's doing no, it did what 40 million or 30 million.
7, yeah. 7 million last week. So it's coming out digital next week or the 29th. So record also coming out record there because that'll break. That's like 4 weeks, not even. So that'll be out digitally because it's just done. It overall will lose the studio $200 million.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it because like the more I read about it, because it's kind of like fascinating into like a train wreck, kind of like you can't look away kind of thing.
I got you. I keep looking at it.
But it just feels like this was the director's like middle finger to Warner Brothers / DC, because apparently he didn't want any consultation or anything from James Gunn.
James Gunn. Nope.
Yeah.
Which like I kind of get because like he wasn't involved in that first one, but still like you would think the new co-head of DC Studios would want to be involved at some level. I mean, I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, I'm actually shocked that. I mean, obviously they gave that guy a lot of leeway with how good his movie did before that, but it's just like, I don't know how you can see a cut of that and be like, we've got a hit here. Let's release this because it's just they've killed so many movies behind the scenes that how did this get released?
Yeah, I mean,
like I don't get it.
I saw a breakdown on the box office subreddit where it was like the past 10 movies that DC has done, the only win has been The Batman. Everything else is a bomb.
A lot on Matt Reeves. A lot on his shoulders. Actually, James Gunn's got a lot on his shoulders now, too. Because that is just, it's a bad trend. Really bad. So, yeah, this movie is...
I mean, we talked about it last week, Joe. I don't know if you listened to our own podcast, but I
popped in a little bit, yeah.
We talked about if, at this point, The Batman should just be rolled up into the DC... continuity.
I'm shocked that they haven't made that decision yet, and maybe they have, but I know they said no, they're going to keep it separate, but
I feel like you have to.
I feel like that's going to be like a surprise behind the scene thing that's going to happen. So yeah, like you said, it's successful. It's very successful compared to what they're doing now. Granted, there's a lot riding on that sequel too. So
and there's time to like kind of bring it into that fold as well.
Yeah,
it's early enough.
And I mean, my main point was if you don't do this, when are you doing a Batman movie for that continuity? Because even if they greenlight it, because I mean, look, we're at the end of 2024, right? Well, let's just say you're not announcing anything. 2024. Next year, even if they announce, hey, we're going to start Batman production in 2026.
Yeah.
The earliest we're going to get this in 2028. The next Batman.
2028. Yeah.
Right. Like that's too far away. It's too far.
And there are rumors like they're looking for a middle-aged man for this role too.
Yeah. I just wonder if. Let's say what did the first one do? 800 million or something like that. It didn't make $1 billion, but it did a lot.
The Batman.
The Batman. Right?
I think it was like 7 to 8 that range.
Yeah. So if the sequel goes to like 1.1 billion, you have to, right? Like you have to do that.
I think no matter what,
770 worldwide.
How much?
Okay.
770.
Yeah, there you go. 7 to 8.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
I think either way they have to. Otherwise, again, like you can't have like what would the plan be then? Like, hey, Matt Reeves' Batman is separate, and we're gonna only do 3 movies. Like,
Yeah.
cool. You just, I mean, yeah, you made money, but like, you didn't
You
extend the
found
brand.
success.
You didn't
Yeah,
build
and
the
you're just-
foundation for the DCU or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they built a pretty cool world there too. So
Yeah.
why not use that? Like,
No,
why
I
not
love it. I mean,
add
you
to
know,
it?
in a lot
No,
of
I
ways,
mean-
I think we talked about last week too, where I'm like, I think it's a better movie than Batman Begins.
For a starter movie, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that obviously the Joker and the Dark Knight
Yeah.
was
Dark Knight
awesome.
carried the Nolan.
Well, that was the
heavy.
sequel, right? I mean, we still have time for a
I'm
sequel
really
here.
hoping
so.
the sequel hits
Yeah,
really well.
yeah.
Like,
But I'm
hits
just
really
comparing
well.
first movie to first movie, where it's like,
Yeah.
you know, Batman Begins, I have no desire to see anymore. I would rather
Yeah.
see that Batman, even though I have
I-
issues with the last quarter or last third, whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it.
I've put it on a few times. I haven't finished watching it, but I do pop it on TV.
Mhm.
It's got such a good score. Like the music is
Absolutely.
so good.
And I mean, you know, I'll admit, you know, I'll eat crow about, like, and I had doubts about Robert Pattinson, not to the hate
Yeah.
that he got on the internet, but I was like, I don't know, but he did
I
a
did.
great job. You know,
Corey's one that said you gotta watch out. He's gonna do good.
Yeah.
I think you said that if I remember it.
Yeah.
Because I was concerned.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing I learned. I mean, well, that's like how many times have we like just judge something based off.
yeah,
of
I mean,
what
Heath Ledger got
we've
judged
seen
when they
before.
announced him.
Yeah,
People just don't
exactly.
remember.
So that was I think part of the point is like we don't know yet. Like
Yeah, we don't know yet.
don't know what it's gonna be until we see it on screen.
Yep.
Right, and
Yep.
so we shouldn't be judging. And like I say that about, I should be taking my own advice and say that about the Joker.
The
but
board.
fuck the Joker. Screw that.
Yeah. All right. So Terrifier 3 was the #1 movie. 18.9. The Wild Robot #2. Beetlejuice still
Still
doing well. #3. Beat the
And
Joker out.
Beetlejuice has made more money in its opening weekend than the Joker.
Joker did so.
Yeah. So good for them. Yeah. So that's your box office. Let's see. Let's get some news. Got a couple things happening. In fact, sticking with DC, we had a nice post from James Gunn today with a teaser image of Superman and Krypto.
Mm.
Seems like a
Oh, his dog is gonna be there.
yeah. I know that they had said yeah. So
Yeah, I don't know about this.
I get the vibe. I get the vibe too, guys. Like Tony, I know where your head's at too, because I'm like I give him props. He's brave with this.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's until he proves me wrong.
Yeah.
You gotta give him leeway. But I get the guardedness. You're like, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah,
and-
like, you know, again, just like Corey said, like I really don't want to like judge something before it's out, and like maybe you know it's just a cameo, or maybe like Krypto has one of the best scenes in the movie. Who knows, right? We gotta wait. But like on paper, I'm just like I don't think there's been a single time where I'm like, yeah, I'm so happy Krypto is a character in the Superman universe. Like, so I'm just guarded. I'm reserved about it. I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm not gonna judge it. But like when like you reveal, I'm just like, okay, like I hope you know what you're doing, buddy. Like,
yeah. I mean, the Snyder cult's all over him. Twitter's such a cesspool. You click on the image and just like, this looks terrible. I'm like, it's a still.
I mean, I will say the official images that this movie's put out have not been good.
no.
I don't think.
Yeah,
that
I know
they...
the last time we looked where he was like putting on his boots or something like that.
Yeah,
and
and
meanwhile,
it's like-
Brainiac's destroying Metropolis in the back. I'm like, a little urgency maybe? Like, question mark?
Yeah.
Like, again, I get it's
Exactly.
not the final thing, but I'm just like, you know, I have
His
concerns.
boots on just like a normal man, one boot at a time.
One boot at a time, yeah.
I just I agree though. I'm a little concerned with that, but like
That first trailer,
It's
has to be like knocked
It's
out
coming
of the
soon.
park. It has to.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it's got to do what like Captain America's trailer's done. Like
Yeah.
Brave New World's like, oh, like doesn't really care about this after Falcon and stuff.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier, it's like, but then that trailer looks pretty good.
that
Maybe
will
it could be good.
100% be Super Bowl. I bet you.
Yeah,
100%.
probably. 100%. Yeah. I follow you on that
Yeah.
bet.
I can't. That's the perfect launch for it right there.
Yeah, you're
You
gonna
know,
have so many
early
eyes
February,
on it. Yeah,
Early
absolutely.
February, right? Yeah. So, all right. We'll see how that comes out. We'll get more images as it gets closer.
But like really quick, I mean, the other thing that concerns me is just based on how many characters they said have been in this movie. Like I'm starting to feel
it's
like
loaded.
you know, like what I think Supergirl's supposed to be in it, plus like a Lantern or two, and like
Hawkgirl.
Like I'm just like, are you just repeating the mistake of Batman v Superman, where it's just like, oh, you have to fit all these characters in to kickstart this shared continuity universe? Like it's like I hope you learn
Yeah.
from this, but I don't know. Again, I'm willing to give James Gunn the credit because he did such a fantastic job with Guardians of the Galaxy that, you know, I will see this movie unless it just
Absolutely.
looks terrible and reviews
Mhm.
terrible. This will be the first
Yeah.
DC movie I've seen since
That's what I mean. Like he's earned that
Batman.
leeway.
The Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, he's earned that, and thanks to Marvel and what he did with
Yeah,
them, so he gets
Mhm.
that. But I won't say that I'm not concerned. I hope it's good.
Yeah,
And,
I
that's
think
all.
the biggest issue is there's preconceived notions
Yeah.
of what Superman is, right? Guardians, nobody cared, nobody knew. He could make whatever he wanted
Yep.
and turn them into the characters that they are now, right? So like
Yeah.
he's got like to deal with expectations. And so like how does that impact his decision making? How does it impact the creative control that he has from, his perspective compared to what DC wants
Yep.
or Marvel Warner Brothers. So that's where I'm worried. Like Marvel's just like, here, they take these characters, do whatever you want. Nobody really cared about them. If you make a good movie, great. If not,
if
nobody
not,
cares.
we'll move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here, this is like you're banking on this
Yeah.
movie selling the entire universe.
Yeah, the entire
that you're
universe.
going.
Like not
Yeah,
just
this
this
is
movie,
not-
but like everything.
Yeah, this is not just, oh, we're making another Superman movie and here, we'll see how this goes. This is just kicking off your DCEU or whatever it is.
Your reboot.
The DCU.
This is
DCU.
like billions of dollars at stake here. So
Yeah,
And
it's
then
a
just
lot.
because Mike's not on here, I'll chime in on what I would assume his criticism would be like. Oh, well, Krypto's supposed to be the cute character that James Gunn always does, and blah blah blah, baby Groot, and whatever.
oh, baby Groot.
I
I don't know.
You know what though? You just reminded me of that. It might work. It might.
I mean,
work,
it might.
man. He's
People
done a
do
great
love
job
dogs.
with that.
It might be.
You just reminded. You actually just eased my. I forgot about how good he's done with those cutesy characters.
He's gonna
and-
turn. I mean, he turned the raccoon and talking tree.
No,
into-
that's
Yeah.
my entire point. James Gunn made the
You just
entire
helped me
world
out.
care about
Thank
a
you.
tree folk and a talking raccoon. So
I mean, you just thank you. You put it in perspective better. Thank you, Mike's opinion. I appreciate it.
my projected Mike's opinion.
Oh, he's gonna watch this and be like, "What the hell?" All right.
This is what happens when you don't show up. You can't defend yourself or your opinion.
Yeah, I don't blame him though with the Yankees.
No,
game.
yeah, I'm just saying that in general.
Invincible season 3 launched a teaser trailer. Sets a release date, which is great. It's let me get that open for you. The biggest thing about this announcement is there will be no mid-season break. It's coming February. What is it? Not February. Is it February? Where's it coming? Crap. I lost it on the page. Season 3, February.
Doesn't say.
That's the wrong date. February 6th, but it says this year, which is wrong. It's got to be typed wrong. So, February 6th coming. No mid-season break this time around, which is huge.
Which is good because that mid-season break last time just fucking killed any momentum.
Yeah.
I
didn't watch it. I never
still
watched the
haven't gone back
second
to
half.
it, yeah.
Because
they had to have seen the numbers like that, and they just were like, "Shit, what do we do?"
Yeah, and what happened was like it got to the point where I was like, "Fuck this," and I just read the comics, and it went to the point where like, I'm not saying the comic is bad, or the novel, whatever you want to call it, but like I personally did not like where the direction of the comic went, to the point where like I don't even care to watch this anymore. Like I don't care to finish it at
That's
all.
not good. That's not good hearing. But I don't know. I watched the first half. I haven't gone back to finish that yet, so maybe I will when it gets closer to season 3.
Yeah.
But
Again, I don't think it's bad. It's just
I mean,
like the way the story goes. I'm just like, oh, this is not what I expected.
I think these streaming shows,
Yeah, or
and not
wanted.
just Invincible, but like remember Cobra Kai. I still haven't checked it out because it's like there's no urgency for it. Like
No, I think the breaks is rough. Like it's like if you're kind of like teaching, I guess, like getting people prepared for breaks and doing like shorter seasons maybe, and calling season 1 and it's like 6 episodes, and season 2 is 6 episodes, and there's like a little
but
break
have 2
there.
a year. But
It's like you kind of get them used to that cycle. But if you're doing like a season and then a season and then you're doing, or I should say a season and then you're doing a half a season, you're like, well,
Dude,
wait, what happened to the other half of the season? Like, don't call it season 2 if you're not going to finish it.
Well, this is a good segue because so like first of all, related to the topic, I am so fearful that Stranger Things, the last season, is going to be like 3 parts at minimum.
Yeah.
Like I could see them even pushing out we're going to have every 3 months for an entire year, and like that's their marketing spin on it or something like that. But also, Millie Bobby Brown just got married, and I was like, fuck, I'm old. How was like you were 11, you were 10 years old.
Yep.
Ugh. Sucks, man.
It's It's crazy getting old. When you see these people, like it's
Well, it's
I
amazing
do that.
how long this show's been going
Yeah.
on, and but we're only in
Season
season 5.
5, yeah.
5? Yeah, is it 5? I thought it was 6. Is it? This will be 6 or this will be 5? This will be 6, right?
Whatever it is, we're only there.
I can look it up.
But it's
I thought this will be 6.
I thought it was
Decade of
season
Stranger
4.
Things.
I could be wrong, but
Oh, maybe you're right. I
because
thought it
season
was gonna be
3 was the
season
video game, and then we had an.
Well, I mean, they're going into season 5, I thought.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, I thought they're going into season 6 too. I already added a year on.
Let me
Okay,
see.
so
What is
you're right.
It's going into season 5?
No, that's what you're saying. Yeah, so I thought you looked it up, but
I'm looking this up now. Stranger Things season 5 is slated to hit Netflix in 2025. Yeah.
that's it. I already gave him an extra season, thinking in my head, but
Yeah, because it's
so
been
long.
10
Yeah,
years.
it's been so long. All right. Let's
I mean,
see.
we got how long ago was
Was that New Year Comic Con? That's exactly what I was thinking about. If that's where
Yeah.
you were going with the kid, the guy dressed up and trying to like bike you guys around or something, right? Didn't one of you get biked around during New Year
I did.
Comic Con?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That was it. That's right. Yeah, I did. I took the ride. That was great.
It was like, what the fuck? Okay, sure.
Yeah. I had nothing to do with the show too. They were just wheeling people around. So I had no idea what that was at that time. That was crazy. I took it because it was a free ride to the comic convention.
to the convention.
Absolutely, I'll hop in. So, all right. Lastly, in the news, we've got Henry Cavill news. We've got Cavill being cast in the live-action Voltron movie, which is now confirmed via this as well. I've heard whispers that this was in production, but apparently it's happening. They're casting for it. So a Voltron movie's happening, live action, with Henry Cavill starring.
Good for him.
I mean,
love Voltron, but that's based on nostalgia. Plus, the Netflix one was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I imagine he's playing Shiro. You know, if they're following the Netflix one, where he's the veteran, older, eldest brother. You know, kind of brother type figure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
assuming
feel like he's still older, too old for that.
No, I absolutely agree.
Could be it could be the king. Wasn't there a king in that one for a bit until he got killed?
Yeah, maybe he's the king.
I don't know. This feels very Transformers like, where it's like just some random people.
Maybe it'll just be some random guy
interact with robots. That's what it feels like.
See, at least the thing is, at least with Transformers, like, I think people are okay with like you have humans and you have Transform or like sentient robots. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But like just looking at like something like Power Rangers, where that has failed so many times since the 90s one, whereas like people cannot do like super suit transformation into combining robot pilot things. I just don't think it's suited for live action, or at least live action audiences.
I agree. But again, let's not judge. The only thing is, I am not excited for this at all.
No.
I think like you were saying, the Netflix stuff was great.
The cool thing is that's a good spot to be at because it could surprise us, but I think all of our expectations are quite low.
The thing is, too, is like, if you're doing a Voltron movie, it's at least a 90% guarantee they're going to do an origin, right? Yeah. And like, if you care about Voltron, you know the origin. Like, you could probably guess what the origin.
The people going to see this are probably
right? So it's like, what am I going to do? Like, support this movie that's going to be an origin movie, and then what? It might get interesting in the sequel. Like, what is it offering? What is this really offering? You know.
I don't know. I don't even know. I'm like trying to think of how it would work. Like Corey said, mix of CGI with it and stuff. It's just like it would feel like Transformers, sort of.
It sounds super expensive.
It does.
Also,
like it's just look at the last Power Rangers movie, and you're just turning it more Japanese. I guess.
The last Transformers
I actually
movie.
like that last one. I actually like last.
Like just look at like any giant robot live action movie. I mean,
I'm not saying it's bad, but like I'm just saying general audience, like
budget wise,
like that never got a sequel.
Yeah. No.
And actually,
it never took off.
Actually, I didn't put it on the news, but apparently, they auctioned off a lot of original Power Rangers props and stuff this past week or something like that, and people got upset because it's like, oh, apparently like cast members didn't know about it, and former cast members didn't know about it until it was happening. It's like, oh, it's like,
wow,
yeah. So like, I think was it Disney that has the franchise right now, or whoever? Like they're just done with
well, it would be because didn't Fox have it? So then wouldn't Disney own it?
Yeah. But I just figure if you're selling that kind of stuff off, you are just
Viacom owns it, I think.
Oh, is it Viacom? Yeah. Well, whoever owns it, they're done with it, because I don't think you would be selling off original props throughout the series and sagas if you had any
No.
intentions to continue it, because that's kind of like,
Mhm.
oh, we could display it at like a Comic-Con event, or we can,
Right.
do
Show it off in a
whatever.
museum or
It's like,
something.
no, we just need to make money off this shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't know. We'll see what Voltron
Yeah.
turns into, but it just sounds like it's not.
I wouldn't be surprised
out
if they
well.
killed off, to be honest either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. I'm. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't necessarily count on seeing this.
I would be
anytime
more
soon
surprised
either.
if it actually went
It makes
through.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that we see Henry Cavill in a Marvel movie before we
Before,
see
yeah.
him in
I think we're
Voltron.
gonna see Henry Cavill pretty shortly in a Marvel movie. So yeah, I just so
Which one, Jim?
um
I mean, the rumors are he's getting like obviously not just a cameo in Deadpool. He's gonna get a
yeah,
role.
no, he's actually getting a role, and I thought, oh, that's true. That was
I
not-
think he'd be cool as Colossus, actually.
Oh, nice.
yeah, I mean that's not bad. That's not bad casting, but
When did we see in the X-Men though? That's the question. Like, are we getting X-Men? Who knows?
Yeah, they confirmed next
I
saga.
mean, no, we're
got the
getting,
X-Men.
but when is that next?
Oh, 4 years probably, 3 years.
All right. So again, that's far away.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be. No, we'll see. All right. I don't even know what movie it would be. I'm looking at this list. I'm like, I don't think it's next year. Looking at this list, but
That's definitely
because
next.
there's a lot of it's been filmed. So, all right, that's gonna wrap up the Moviecast, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, we are live on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. Please join us. And Gamecast follows this, so stay tuned. YouTube's got all the content if you're watching that over there too. Give us a like and subscribe and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys. Gamecast coming up. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon. I don't know. Like, I think he could appear like in Captain America just as something, but a small part.
I think if anything, he'll make a guest appearance as in Avengers: Secret Wars.
What's the
Oh, definitely.
UK version of Captain America?
Captain Britain.
Yeah. That or maybe the Beyonder or something. as
Oh, the
people were saying.
Beyonder. That could be him. Yeah.